and welcome to this presentation about the NSEAD, the National Society for Education in Art and Design. My name is Michelle Gregson and I'm the General Secretary of the NSEAD. Normally at this time of year I would be dashing around the country visiting PGCE centres, talking to you about what the Society does and how you can get involved. But this year it's different. I'm confined to base, as so many of you are. So I'm going to apologise in advance for any cats that might wander across the screen, or dogs that bark, or any other kind of interruption that we might encounter. Hopefully I'll be able to give you some information about the Society, and hopefully soon I'll get to meet you face to face and welcome you in person as a member of NSEAD. I'd like to begin by introducing you to our ancestors. Our origins go back to 1888 when this photograph was taken. This is a group of art school principals who came together because they were concerned about the standard of art teaching and indeed the status of art teachers. They had a mission to preserve the interests of art education as a subject of the highest national importance. Now, 132 years on, some things have changed. Back then, just one woman, and this was the whole of the Society membership. 2020, well, there are a few more women for sure, and our membership and our influence, our partners, number the many thousands, and from across the UK and indeed internationally. This is a photograph of our wonderful council who steer and govern the work of the Society on behalf of the membership, all of them elected by the members to serve for 3 years in that purpose. And the mission goes on. It hasn't changed significantly. It has broadened. We talk now about art, craft and design education. But that concern with standards and the professional interests of those who are teaching the subject is absolutely core to what we do. So let me tell you a little bit about NSEAD today, how we work, and as I say, how you can get involved. So NSEAD is quite unique. We're the only education trade union that is specialist. All the others are generalist. We are specially concerned with you, your needs and your interests. We can do that because as well as being a trade union, we're a subject association, we're a learned society. We are the professional body for art, craft and design education across all phases and all sectors. And those three aspects interweave and complement each other and give us our strength. We work as a collective. We work together with members. We are our members. And together we promote, protect, defend when necessary our subject, and we look after each other. We make sure that we are well represented in the workplace, and we make sure that our professional needs are met. And we support each other as a community who understand, who have a shared mission, a shared goal, shared values. We all believe that art, craft and design make the world a better place. NSEAD's job is to make sure that you can do the best job you can as you deliver art, craft and design education to children, young people, adults and learners everywhere. And we do this in a number of ways. I'm going to take you through some of these, the ways that we work with you, give you a few examples. So I'm going to start with advocacy. I do wonder sometimes why 132 years on we're still having to shine a light on our subject, but we do, and perhaps we always will have to. And I'd like to think that as long as there's that need, NSEAD will be there working to do that job. We talk about why the subject matters, and we make it explicit with evidence, solid evidence that we can present to make our case, to advocate and lobby on behalf of the subject, of learners, of teachers. We do research, we carry out survey information, and we take that to the policymakers and people who can influence what happens in our classrooms. Our 2015-16 subject survey is a really good example of a piece of research that had really far-reaching influence and impact. We asked for several things as a result of our findings from that report and brought them together into a manifesto for our work. To give you just two examples of things, recommendations that we made, we recommended that EBAC essentially be dismantled, and certainly that government policymakers should be highly aware of the limitations that the EBAC was placing on opportunities for children and young people to make choices and study and take the pathways of their choice. Now, the EBAC is still with us, although I am pretty confident that it's in its death throes. A more obvious impact from that report and the work that we did on the back of it perhaps is to be seen in the Ofsted framework. As you go into classrooms in autumn 2020, I do hope you do, you will be going in, hopefully Ofsted won't be making any heavy inspections during this year, but the inspection framework that they look to is completely different to the one a couple of years ago. Ofsted now expects schools to be able to show them where art, craft and design sits in their curriculum, what the intention is for the subject, how it's being delivered to high standard, and the impact that's having in terms of outcomes for children, young people. Very powerful, and we've seen it make a big difference in the year that it's been in operation. And this was something that came about directly as a result of NSEAD and partners working together, using our research and evidence base to make the case for that change. That active advocacy is a key part of what we do. A really delightful example of something that we advocated for, we campaigned for very hard, successfully, is the bursary that was awarded to trainee art and design teachers from September 2020, obviously this year. That was the result of NSEAD lobbying hard, dismantling the arguments that were presented that said art and design trainees don't need or deserve a bursary. We dismantled those arguments through a concerted campaign, and we are delighted that you're the beneficiaries of that. Just one of many, many victories, but one that's hopefully of great value to you in particular. And we help you to be advocates for the subject. We equip you with the resources and the evidence and the case studies that you need when you are making the case for our subject and the importance of our subject. And we work on very specific issues. So of particular importance to NSEAD right now, today, is to scrutinise ourselves as an organisation and how actively we are working towards anti-racist art, craft and design education. So a key part of our advocacy, starting by looking at ourselves, modelling what that good practice can look like and getting the tools and resources out there for you to use in the work that you do. Equity and social justice, making really great art, craft and design education available for everybody, no matter who they are or where they're from, is absolutely at the core of what we do. And this sits within our manifesto for art, craft and design education, which was renewed for the 2019 general election, policy proposals that were brought together by our membership and form the spine of the work that we do in terms of advocacy. So we advocate, and part of that is providing you with the resources to advocate, but also the resources to do an amazing job in the classroom. So we produce those resources with you. Our resources are all member reviewed and generally member produced, and they cover anything that you say you need support with, whether that's health and safety, SMSC, coming up with an interpretation of the national curriculum that is actually fit for purpose, assessment, progression, whatever it may be. We respond to your needs and we work with you to get the very best practice out there. And our website is a fantastic repository of thousands of resources. We also produce publications to keep you absolutely in touch with the very best practice out there in the field and the best research and innovation. 2 key publications that you get as part of your membership. AD magazine comes to you 3 times a year. It's lovely, it's shiny, and it is full of fantastic inspiration and stories, ideas for you to take back into your own practice. And we very strongly encourage our members to write for AD. And particularly, we would like to encourage you to write for AD and to bring us your experience that is fresh and dynamic and vital. As part of AD magazine, we give you a lovely free A2 poster to hang on those bare classroom walls when you start in your NQ2 year. Alongside AD, we publish 4 times a year the International Journal of Art and Design Education. This sits at the heart of our identity as a learned society. Again, the leading journal in the field. But IJADE has something very special, I believe, and we see this at the annual IJADE conference, where we encourage and bring together early career researchers. It's a really welcoming, expansive home of research in the field. And as a member, you get access to the Wiley Library for IJADE, all back copies and editions of IJADE. We keep you informed on a regular basis. Every fortnight we will send you an e-bulletin with all the latest news, competitions, opportunities, jobs, just stuff that you need to know to help you as you work your way through your working week, to keep you uplifted and connected. And our website also is a great place where we make sure that you get to see and have sight of and knowledge of the things that we are saying on your behalf, the lobbying, the discussions, and our position as a membership organisation. A really vital part of NSEAD is our fostering of community. It can be lonely out there. It can be lonely out there. We're a membership organisation. We work as a collective, collaborative community. Our power comes from the work we do together. So if you're a member of NSEAD, you can benefit from that in lots of ways, some of them more formal than others. You may find that you join our council and forum, you become part of our governance or the group that steers ideas and policy and direction for the society. You might get involved with an action group working on a particular issue. Our anti-racist art, craft and design education is being carried out through an action group that we formed this summer. You might be involved in one of our many networks that meet online and when we can in person, or a special interest group who come together to work on a very particular issue with a time-based task and a particular goal and action plan. And the campaign for bursaries is an example of something that was done by a special interest group. These are the 5 that we are currently working on, and these are all led by members. We've got a very broad and influential community in the form of our all-party parliamentary group for art, craft and design education. This meets 3 times a year, and this is a place where we can directly influence ministerial policy and bring to their attention evidence from our membership and beyond about what's happening in the subject. And that's been running for 7 years. It's one of the best attended APPGs. More informal places where you might get together. A good example is our NSEAD online Facebook group. It's currently about 4,500 members. It's an absolute goldmine of resources, ideas that come directly from teachers who are in the classroom. Go on to NSEAD online on a Thursday night needing help to get a print making lesson together for Friday morning, and you will get 100 responses. A really generous, expansive community. Now, we don't police the quality of what's on there. It is absolutely a peer-to-peer forum, but we do moderate it, and we make sure it's a really safe space for you to be and to work and connect with fellow professionals, and that's a member benefit. Only NSEAD members are now allowed to join that community. We bring you all the opportunities you'd expect from a subject association and a professional body who are there to support your development through courses and training and national and international conferences. At the moment, they're all online, but we'll be back again face to face as soon as we can. What we have learned from the COVID-19 pandemic is the power of online sessions to bring even more people together. And our conference this year, we had thousands of people attending conference, something that could never have happened when we were just face to face. So conference 2021 will be a glorious blend. Our conferences are enlivened by a fabulous programme of speakers, including appearances from our patrons. You can see 3 of them there on this slide. Dr. Yanina Ramirez this year delivered the keynote. Bob and Roberta Smith chaired a fabulous panel with young people talking about their experience of COVID and their desires for the future. And Keith Brammer-Jones hosted a fabulous studio social live streamed to Facebook, our Facebook group, live from his studio. So a very warm and connected community that come together through these professional development opportunities. And then finally, to come back to our role as a trade union. You don't have to be a member of the trade union to be a member of NSEAD, but I hope that all of you will join some trade union. Absolutely essential for anybody going into the classroom next year. If you join us, you get to join a bespoke specialist trade union that understands what's going on for you as a teacher in a practical, creative subject and all the very specific needs that you have. NSEAD is TUC affiliated. We represent you in the workplace and all your needs, whether that be around questions of redundancy or workplace grievance or, heaven forbid, a complaint that you find yourself on the receiving end of. So we represent you, we look after you in the workplace, but as a full trade union member, you also get membership of the Learned Society and Subject Association for free. That comes with your full membership for the same price that you would pay to join any of the other mainstream unions. If you don't wish to go with NSEAD as your trade union, that's absolutely fine. You can still be a professional associate member and be part of the Subject Association and Learned Society and get all the benefits of being part of that professional body. So we hope that you will join us. We know that this is going to be an interesting year. We think you are incredible. We think you're very special. You are going to be the most formidable workforce come 2021. There is no need to panic. We feel that the future is safe in your hands, and we will be there to help you. We'll do it together. Whether you join us or not, NSEAD will make things better for you as an art, craft and design educator. If you join us, you get to steer that, you get to influence it. I do hope you'll join us. You can go online and sign up directly online. If you want to join us just for the year, it's a one-off £30 charge, and you get all member benefits from that point right through until the end of the academic year. If you'd like to make next year a little bit easier and join us now as a prospective NQT, sign up a direct debit mandate for your NQT year, then you get your membership for free from the moment you join, with all the benefits of NSEAD membership. However, you don't have to stay with us come October 2021 if you've changed your mind. Of course, that's your prerogative, but we hope that you will make that decision to join us. Join us online. We hope to see you soon. Thank you.